Ah, I'm really excited. Thanksgiving is coming up, so I really want to try and bang out as much of this as I can. Because the stories, I'm finally at a point now where the story is like speeding up. And also I have more free time now, so, or at least for this week. So I figured, you know.
Our soldiers handled themselves well in Adamant.
We've come a long way since Haven. I fear there's still a ways to go, but we're prepared.
More stuff to fill up my inventory, yay. Lord Enzo is quite dead. Rose and I are not on the best of terms. Oh.
Inquisitor. At your service.
Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I'll wait until Josephine can do that, because that's one that...
All right.
Let's see. I've already talked to everyone, right? So I can just go on to the next thing. Oh, you might hear some cats fighting in the background. Oh, I didn't check what amulet I had on him. Probably the Constitution. Let's see. March to the Arbor Wilds.
With an Illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed. The Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
I won't allow it. I can't.
Indeed, should Corypheus succeed, do not doubt you would be first to feel his holy wrath.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvion before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
You overcome it, all three of you together. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Liliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence, but the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morgan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
The Inquisition began as a handful of soldiers. Thanks to you, we're now a force that will topple a self-proclaimed god. I could ask for no finer counsel, no better guidance.
I speak for all of us when I answer. We could ask for no finer cause.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this Illuvion.
Let's see. Call its allies, rally their soldiers. Yep, I'm level 16 to 19. Yeah. Oh, yep, that's me. Okay. Hey, nice card, Varric. Ooh. Blackwell has a good card. I think Cassandra is the only one that maybe hasn't changed yet. Which I assume has something to do with her being divine. We'll do Cassandra Solus. Yeah. Just to shake it up a little bit. Feels like we're building up to something really big.
Inquisitor,
How goes the battle, Captain?
the Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
So all you have to do is fend off Corypheus' worst zealots until I've returned.
We shall not flinch, your worship, not a one of us. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
This'll go well.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
They show me respect, Morrigan. No one mistakes me for the Maker.
True. You are far more likely to come to their aid than a chantry fable. But I digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mathal.
Which is?
A place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the alluvion he covets lies within. Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
We probably will.
What did I tell you?
I'm gonna explore the camp just a little bit. Just to see, because, you know, they've put a bunch of details here, so why not look at them? Interesting placement there. Man, every new area they set me in, it's like I'm going outside while at home. Why touch grass when I can run around in something as fucking gorgeous as this, man? Is that a bird? I think I just saw a bird.
Now that's a view. Get your blood going.
Listen to how close the fighting's gotten. It will be worse ahead.
If the soldiers aren't careful with their fires, they'll do Corypheus' work for him.
Do you sense the magic crackling? Something more powerful than the Red Templars stirs.
Thanks, Morrigan. You're really comforting. It is nice that she's coming with us for once, though. Holy shit. Wow. That is amazing. Do I still have, I do still have even ground on. That's great. Why am I glowing? There's definitely a reason for my glowing, and I've noticed it before, but I don't understand it.
Those were Grey Wardens. They must be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
If they are forced to obey him, death will be a blessing.
Dude, what a crime. This game looks so good. And the game runs so smoothly. Like, I bet if I turned frame caps off, I would run it like, you know, a couple hundred frames per second. But this looks like... This looks better than games that come out now, in a lot of respects. Christ. Dude, every time I go in a new area, I just talk about how nice it looks. Must be getting old.
There,
What's that?
ahead,
Oh, bird.
an entire camp of Red Templars.
Watch yourself! Archers on the wall!
Oh no, archers. Level 27.
Attacked by elves. It seems this temple of Methal is not deserted after all.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
Sorry, just gotta level up real quick, you know, as one does. Let's see. I've already got that one maxed. Got that. I guess I'll go for the crits. Not that I'm not already unstoppable, but... Dude, this has no right to look this good and run this smooth. Boys. They are now dead. I bet you if you fly out of bounds, this place stops looking like as cohesive and good. Sorry, hang on, I need to see if there's something over here. Definitely not an excuse to look at more of the environment. No. Me? No, I would never do something like that. Dude, fuck the fucking water, man. Why does it look so good? You know, I think just for fun, I'm gonna switch the lightning thing to the knockback setting, just because I haven't really tried that yet at all. Fucking birds flying at a lower frame rate and just to keep things smooth, I assume.
The Inquisition!
Okay, that's kind of fun.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
I hear fighting ahead.
Me too. Kind of echoes in this hallway. Jesus.
Namelana Serbanale.
The wretch mocks you, master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows?
Oh no, his target is different.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
Oh. That wasn't him, was it? I wonder why the gameplay is fine, but the cutscenes struggle. Oh no, dark spawn?
It cannot be.
Cross the bridge, now!
Oh no. He's just able to incarnate anytime he wants. There's no way that mosaic is gonna survive. Never mind. Of course, magic. Why would I think any differently?
At last, Mythal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an Eluvian, but he mentioned a Well of Sorrows. Which is right?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
Would they be the same? Could Eluvian translate into Well of Sorrows?
No. It seems an Eluvian is not the prize Corypheus seeks.
Well, then what is it?
Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
And Corypheus cannot die. Destroy his body and he will assume another.
We'll find a way to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus...
Oh, Shit.
It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Is this Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
Atishol vir Abalasan. It means enter the path of the Well of Sorrows.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shiven. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mathal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Perform a ritual to appease elven gods? Long dead or no, I don't like it.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back.
Oh, I can talk to...
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon rage. How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Well, answering that question, let us destroy Corypheus for good.
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
I find it difficult to picture you curtsying to anyone.
Have we become so familiar you can predict my manners and customs now? Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
You said this Mythal was worshipped as a goddess?
So one assumes. What is a god but a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mathal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts.
You admit lack of knowledge, and yet dismiss her so readily?
I do not dismiss her. I question her supposed divinity. One need not be a god to have value. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mathal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
There are varied accounts of Mythal?
In most stories, Mathal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mathal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mathal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony.
More Dalish tales, I assume.
If you know more about this Solus, speak.
The oldest accounts say Mathal was both of these, and neither. She was the mother, protective and fierce. That is all I will say. This is not a place to stir up old stories.
Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mathal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
What do you mean, exiled?
Tricked by the Dread Wolf, as all the elven gods were said to be, trapped in a land beyond the Fade. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them.
That's the name of the
Or
next game.
perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
You've seen the elves here. They seem odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic in their desire to keep humans away. Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Alathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
If they keep records, it could change everything we thought we knew about history.
'Tis thrilling, no? To discover discover an era thought lost forever has possibly thrived in the shadows. We may, however, find these elves reluctant to part with their long-kept secrets. Yes?
Let's continue.
As you wish.
Anyone else I can talk to, or is she the only one? Oh, she's the only one. Great. Well, I lit up the whole thing and then my quest changed, so I guess that must have been the ritual.
I see the Venatori have already encountered the temple's guardians.
Looks like an ambush. Impressive work.
But are we going to encounter the temple's guardians? The answer is yes, of course. Wait. Oh, it's just an arbor blessing, okay. Woof. The Dalish use Herellen to mean traitor to one's kin, but the word does not appear in any Elven text before the Tower's age. The ancient root word is related to Herellen, or opposition, and Helathin, or noble struggle. The Dalish call Finn Herel a god of deception, but I posit a far more accurate translation would be god of rebellion. What he rebelled against is a story lost to time. In Dalish legends, Finn Herel seals away the other deities out of love of trickery. If we understood more ancient Elven, we might find earlier versions of the Dreadwolf's story give him a more nuanced motivation beyond spite.
Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the Dread Wolf, Fen Herel. In Elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time.
I did just read this.
Setting Fen Herel in Mathal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
Some chantries display statues of Andraste's betrayer Mafarath as part of the chant.
It might fulfill a similar function, a reminder of vigilance for the faithful.
For all your knowledge, Lady Morrigan, you cannot resist giving legend the weight of history. The wise do not mistake one for the other.
Pray tell, what meaning does our elven expert sense lurking behind this?
None we can discern by staring at it.
We can send for historians once peace is brought to this forest.
The inhabitants of this temple may not appreciate guests.
Yes?
Let's continue.
What's with the
As you
boxes? Because there was a box in that creepy fucking house that we explored ages ago with the fucking magic crap. And then we've seen it a couple more times. Is it just like is it a magic thing or not? Probably not, but... Ooh. Nice statues. Oh. Hello, mages.
Don't let them pass!
Oh, we're gonna destroy these guys.
might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
You forget that army fighting for us out there? Longer we play around, the more Inquisition soldiers die. There's a hole. Jump in.
In this case, I must agree with the witch. This is ancient ground, deserving of our respect.
You see the urgency? We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
We don't know what's behind those doors. They might have a reason for going another way.
Had they the option, they would have proceeded. That must lead to their goal.
Their goal or yours?
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I wasn't expecting your answer to be so romantic.
Trust me, your surprise is matched only by my own. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
What exactly did that altar say about the Well of Sorrows?
Like most elven writing, it was insufferably vague. The term I deciphered was Halam Shivanas, the sweet sacrifice of duty. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worthwhile trade.
Did you not trust me enough to tell me about this price when you read it?
I hoped to find more information. If I intended to cheat you, I would have feigned ignorance entirely. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way.
Well, I want to do the rituals, so... Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I'm gonna... I know, follow through the whole yada yada, whatever, but there is a...
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we follow the Venatori.
Yeah, I know. We doing the rituals, don't fucking worry about that. I gotta know what happens when you go the slow way. Giving me a 3D environment to do these puzzles in was a... Wait a minute. Oh, I was gonna be all confident. Alright, fine. Oh yeah, anything new to say?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to discuss the well again.
Oh, I see. An opportunity to use the well may not even arise. I understand this. All I meant to suggest is that, if it does, I be the one to do so. I am willing to accept the consequences.
I don't want you to be so eager for this unknown power. You ignore its dangers, Morrigan.
I'm not a child grasping after a toy. I understand the risk of what I seek. Let us turn our attention to hunting your enemies, shall we? Discussion of the well can wait.
Oh, was that incorrect? Oh. The Mystery of June. Each elven god represents an aspect of their ancient civilization. Each story a metaphor for this aspect. June's is least understood. Depictions stretch back to ancient Arlathan, but he appears most seldom of all their deities. Dalish legend says June is a god of crafts and building, but the oldest depictions have none of the tools the Dalish associate with him. June's role may have changed over time, or simply cannot be understood today, as the elves fell. Ancient inventors spared little thought to preserving any Dalish culture not convenient or understood. Damn. Okay. So, I'm not doing this ritual right, somehow. Maybe I am doing it right. Okay.
Indeed. Time to proceed to the next ritual, I should think.
Alright. I understand how this works now. Good puzzle. It seemed easy at first. And then it was immediately smacked for my hubris, as one does. Any funny business in here? Ah, no.
ritual is complete.
We are close. There is but one more path to follow.
What's this do? Oh. Interesting. Why would I want to do that? Oh, I wanted to jump. Ah! I understand now. Okay. No, wait, shit. Yeah. Alright. Okay, okay. I comprehend now.
Yes,
No, I don't want to talk
Let's
to you.
continue.
as you wish.
Oh, no. Okay. I want to go ahead and knock that out of the way. Then I want to leave that entirely as is. Hmm. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. do this one. Almost didn't flip the lever. Because now I can go do this. Then go around. Oh yeah.
There. Everything is lit.
Come, let us see if the doors have opened.
Yeah, I know they disapprove. It's for history.
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think
I have to
carefully.
walk next to
There's
the
no
hole.
return once we follow the Venatori. 'Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
We're being watched.
Venavis, you are unlike the other invaders. You stumble down our paths at the side of one of our own. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
They are my enemies as well as yours.
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
Solus, perhaps he'll listen to you.
What shall I say, Inquisitor? Shall I sway him from a millennia of service by virtue of our shared blood? He clings to all that remains of his world, because he lacks the power to restore it.
So, you're elves from ancient times? Before the Tevinter Imperium destroyed Arlathan?
The Shemlin did not destroy Arlathan. We Elven warred upon ourselves. By the time the doors to this sanctuary closed, our time was over. We awaken only when called, and each time find the world more foreign than before. It is meaningless. We endure. The Vira Belasan must be preserved.
What is this Vira Belasan exactly?
It is a path, one walked only by those who toiled in Mithal's favor.
He speaks of priests, perhaps.
More than that, you need not know.
We came to stop Corypheus. He's here to take your well, not I.
I believe you. Trespassers you are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mithal. If these others are enemies of yours, we will aid you in destroying them. When this is done, you shall be permitted to depart. And never return.
This is our goal, is it not? There is no reason to fight these sentinels.
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for your own.
Yeah, we'll ally.
I accept your offer.
You will be guided to those you seek. As for the Vira Belasan, it shall not be despoiled, even if I must destroy it myself.
Sorry,
No!
Morgan.
Morgan! This would be our guide?
Mytholanast.
That's helpful, since Morgan chased off on her own.
She seeks to protect the Well of Sorrows.
Dude, my controller is vibrating with the attack happening
This
out
place
there.
looks untouched. You have any idea how much this place is worth?
We did not come to cart off the last of elven glory.
Mosaic of Mythal. The Judgment of Mythal. Whenever one of the people wronged another, they would not call on Elgar Nan to avenge them, for his fury would destroy all it touched. Mythal saw this bring strife among the people, and went to Elgar Nan. She offered to deliver justice when the people warred among themselves. Elgar Nan saw her wisdom and agreed, binding all to abide by her verdicts. Some petitioning Mythal for justice hid jealousy, accusing those who had done them no wrong. She saw their lies, and struck them down. Others petitioning Mythal for justice burned with wrath for imagined slights. She saw their weak hearts, and struck them down. Those coming to her with clear minds and open hearts were granted judgment and protection, and Mythal harried their enemies until the end of their days.
I'm just saying.
Oh, follow the NPC who is slower than me. Dee 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 dee. The ascension of Gilliane kept herself apart from the people. She used her power to create animals none had ever seen. The skies teemed with her monsters, the land with her beasts. Andruil hunted them all, and after a year of killing, approached Gilliane with an offer. The gods would share their power with Gilliane, but only if she destroyed her creations, for they were too untamed to remain among the people. Gilliane agreed and asked for 3 days to undo what she had made. On the first day, she struck down the monsters of the air, except those she presented to Andruil as a gift. On the second day, she drowned the giants of the sea, except those in deep waters, for though they were too well wrought, and pride stopped her hand. On the third day, she killed the beasts of the land, except the Hala, whose grace she loved above all else. This is how Gilliane was made youngest of the gods. Oh, there's another one. Song. Cool. Dirthamin and Falon Din are linked in Dalish legend as inseparable twin brothers. Scraps of elven stories from after the fall of Arlathon, transcribed into Deventer and recently lent to our fair university, refer to them as twin souls, but draw no family connection. The oldest stories never even name them directly, referring to Falon Din as Dirthamin's shadow, and Dirthamin as Falon Din's reflection. The little we understand implies their bond was not romantic, even beyond even the strongest friendship. The legends of Dirthamin and Falon Din may have been an allegory for complex elven relationships we lack context to comprehend.
Penshra, Gilas Velathan.
I believe she would prefer that we remain close.
Just a quick look around.
We gotta get those codexes, man. God damn it, it's right in between my slowest walking speed and my fastest.
The Sentinels are holding against the Venatori.
We should hurry. Their numbers are not endless.
Vir Sumiel.
Make them move at one of my 3 speeds that I can go, please. At least a light jog. You don't have to let me sprint full on. Is this the right way? Guess we go in. Oh, do you want me to take the loot here? Is that as far as we go? Okay.
Well of Sorrows. So Mithal endures.
Andraste, guide us.
That's something.
So close. The well knows its vessel, and those who would despoil it.
It's an inanimate
Stand
object.
aside, Inquisitor. The trials you set me, I have overcome. As a courtesy, leave now. Or not at all.
No, Calpurnia. We have things to discuss.
True. I did not think you so civilized. You serve your people. You have one last chance to save them. The Well of Sorrows overflows with knowledge, power abandoned by those the elves worshipped as gods. To walk the Fade without the anchor. That is what the Well of Sorrows will give Corypheus.
If that's the case, why isn't Corypheus clawing at the well?
I will carry it like a jug brimming for his use. Can you not see? I knew you would take the well for yourself, to ransack its wisdom to try to defeat Corypheus. But you'd still be just a child, playing with a sword. Corypheus will wield it as a master.
Once you've drunk from the well, Corypheus will use a ritual on you. You'll be a mindless tool, enslaved to his will.
That... where I come from, idle tales must be proven.
Here, the page with his binding ritual. He tried it on your master, Erasthenes.
How could you know? And these runes, no one has written in these since... He made so many promises, and everyone a lie. Then he discovered Vas. He was to give Tevinter a true leader. If Corypheus would misuse me, he'd misuse them too. I was blind.
Yeah.
That's why you joined Corypheus? To see Tevinter rebuilt?
To see her reborn. Slaves allowed their true potential, corruption excised. Tevinter was the cradle of civilization. Imagine what her future could be. A crafter of wonders, standing against the savage Kunari. A beacon for all.
Perhaps Tevinter does need a strong leader. Be that woman while you still can.
You mock me, Inquisitor, as if you'd let me walk away.
The Inquisitor is showing you great mercy, Mage. Do not waste it.
If Corypheus triumphs. Listen, if any power can challenge him, it lies in the well. Perhaps its price is too high, but if you can take it, humble him. Vitae Benefaria, Inquisitor. Do not follow us. I will give you some time. I go to confront my master. Then I will return to Tevinter. If there is anything left of me.
Abelas!
Morrigan.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Ooh, I don't like this. I feel like he has a right to destroy the well. Well, fine. Yeah. Solus is gonna be mad.
Calpurnia thought the well's knowledge was powerful. It could help stop Corypheus.
I care nothing for your petty conflicts, Shemlin.
You'll care when Corypheus arrives for the well.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against
Oh,
Corypheus,
shut up, Morrigan.
can you afford
Fucking
not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask?
No, because you won't say shit.
As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
Man, you were gonna destroy it a second ago. Hold on.
This can't be easy. Holding on to what's left.
You cannot imagine. Each time we awaken, it slips further from our grasp.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Via Belisan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right.
Well, how do I go about doing that?
The Via Belisan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mithal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever
Shut
did.
up! Don't you want the well?
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
Is it possible this Mithal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mithal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Oh?
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Virabella San remains. As do we. That is something.
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
There is a place for you, Lethaline, if you seek it.
Perhaps there are places the Shemlin have not touched. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity never to awaken, if fate is kind.
Thank you for this gift, Abalas.
Do not thank me yet, Shemlin.
Malas Amalin Nahalam Abalas.
Cassandra approves? Alright.
His name, Abalas, means sorrow. I said, I hoped he finds a new name.
Well.
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Oh,
Is it still a threat?
please.
Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mithal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so... hungry.
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends?
What would you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
What training makes you so qualified?
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
What about you, Solus?
No. Do not ask me again.
Perhaps you're right.
I am. You know I am.
You're not concerned about the price? Bound forever to the will of Mithal?
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
Are you sure you want this, Morrigan? We don't know what will happen.
We do not, and yet it must be done. I am ready.
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
If it is truly between you and her, then let her take the risk. Make her help us all.
Any chance this well could help us against Corypheus? I say you take it.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
What is this option? What does it mean? I forgot.
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the ancient elven priests. It's their will.
How would you know such a thing?
That's what Abelas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas. Can't you feel it?
That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
Yeah, fine, Morrigan, sure, whatever. Fuck you.
It's yours.
Cassandra disapproves. But she just said she would prefer if Morrigan takes it.
Morrigan? Are you all right?
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah. I am intact. There is much to sift through. But now we can...
That's not good. Probably.
The Illuvian!
Through the mirror.
Why am I glowing blue? Oh. Huh. Do we have to jump through?
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide.
Oh. Wiggled around too much, my controller disconnected. There we go.
Meaning he will attack us directly at Skyhold.
Not necessarily. But neither will he remain idle.
And how could you have such insight into his plans?
The Well of Sorrows held many voices, and they speak to me now from across the ages. They hold wisdom, secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
But he's not a god yet, is he?
Not yet. He is both powerful and immortal. But he has a weakness. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has infested part of his being. He doubtless did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old. That pride can be exploited. Kill the dragon, and his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
You're sure? If there are no bodies for him to jump to...
You assume there is a limit to the range of his power. There is not.
Then what do you propose? Killing the dragon is no simple task, if it could even be found.
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready, and we shall begin.
Well, I gotta see if we unlocked a new area
I'll see to
first.
Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Okay. Alright. Okay, good. It didn't unlock a new area. That's good. Things are definitely coming to a head here. I'm glad I decided to do as much as possible first. Oh, also I don't think anything that I started is done yet, but you know. We're starting to reach a point of no return. Yep.
We must plan for you to fight one last duel, my darling. This time for all of us. Once you find Corypheus, I suppose we must... wait.
I'll be thinking of you every step past Skyhold.
Flattering, but you have my permission to think of your battle. Please be sure to. I hope that you'll... Maker, I wish you didn't have to go.
I'll come back from this fight alive. I swear it.
I'll take you at your word. I must attend to some tasks before you draw out our enemy. Do go before I begin to cry. It's good to see you.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
So, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this.
I'm sure you are.
We went to an elven rune, so a witch could consume a pool of magical goo and then walked through a mirror.
It was water.
And wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy? I don't want to think about this anymore. You want to discuss something normal?
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
All right.
Solus. There you are.
The Temple of Mythal was extraordinary. In all my journeys, I never dreamed of finding anything like it. What will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
I'm not arrogant enough to think it's my decision alone. Whatever happens, we'll do it together.
You think to share your power, to avoid the temptation to misuse it. A noble sentiment, but ultimately a mistake.
Why?
Because while one selfless man may walk away from the lure of power's corruption, no group has ever done so.
If other members of the Inquisition overstep their bounds, I'll be there to stop them.
Ah, then I misunderstood. You will be first among equals. Good.
Good?
You have not been what I expected, Inquisitor. You have impressed me. You must not let false modesty allow you to pass your power to someone else. There are few regrets sharper than watching fools squander what you sacrifice to achieve. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much, The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
Thank you, Solus. We couldn't have done this without you.
You are welcome. My friend.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
We're definitely ramping up towards an end here. Ooh.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
You encountered ancient elves. A piece of history. Something the Imperium didn't destroy. Maybe my people can atone for what we've done. There is something still left to restore. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
You're not doing nothing, Dorian. You came here. You're fighting with us.
Thank you for saying that. I want to do more than stop Corypheus, however. I want to save my home. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything. Questions.
I should go.
As you wish.
Inquisitor, I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
Wait, you don't know what she meant either?
There are no answers in the Fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
The Inquisitor.
A message from Divine Justinia.
That's a shock. You're all right reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the chantry there for many years before she became the Divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
Do you know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Oh, I'm not delaying. I'm gonna go right now.
I was pondering who might be Divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
If you were divine, what would you do?
Change things. Change everything. No more circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children. In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canary. Why exclude them? The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
I'm already supporting Cassandra.
I don't support this. There are better candidates.
I see. Then I should be glad it's not up to you. It's time for change, Inquisitor. The Grand Clerics know that. Justinia wanted to accept the mages. Our treatment of them made the mess you had to clean up. But perhaps it is not just mages we must accept, but all people. A nice dream, no?
It is certainly something worth working for.
But what am I saying? Justinia couldn't find enough support for reform.
Yes, exactly.
Why would I fare any better? Perhaps I should stop filling my head with such foolish notions and get back to work.
Yeah, it's a nice thought, unrealistic right now.
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade physically.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Anything I should know?
It's been a long road, but we're nearing the end. Calpurnia's loss has left the Venatori demoralized. They'll be easy to eliminate.
I'll leave you to your work.
Alright, we go right now. How do I get there? Here. Ah, okay. Yes.
It's just as I remember it.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother. I needed her wisdom after the hero of Ferelden died.
It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place.
It was a place of comfort. It is good to see it still untouched by Corypheus.
Liliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
What was that look on
Inquisitor,
my face?
This is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lord, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch, that light has no fear of darkness. Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
Do they still sing verses from the benedictions every Friday? That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Yes, of course. We'd never give up the traditions of our most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear. I stare up at the breach sometimes. It's terrifying, but beautiful in its way.
It is beautiful.
Have you seen it by sunrise?
When the sun rises through it, it splits into what looks like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes, spectacular, isn't it? You must be careful, Natalie. Justinia's enemies are making their move, vying for position and the Sunburst throne. I was in the cloister in Lothering when the Blight began. There was a lot of fear back then. No one knew what was going to happen, whether we would live or die. And then one morning, I found a single bloom on a dead rose bush. And I thought, even in the midst of all this, life finds a way. The Maker hasn't abandoned us. An open heart. Well, that one's quite literal. And morbid. But Justinia always said that compassion was my greatest strength. Doubt is easy. It takes courage to trust.
What was that?
Looks like we opened something.
It's a small box.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Liliana, stop! What are you doing?
I'm protecting us. They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her.
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thidas away from the true Chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
We don't have to be at odds, Natalie. You could come with us. Join the Inquisition.
I was called to serve the Grand Cleric. I will not betray her. Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
Ooh.
Release her, Liliana. She's no threat.
The Grand Cleric?
She is one woman. We are the Inquisition.
The Inquisitor has spoken. Run. Tell your mistress that she has a choice. The Inquisition is coming.
We're going for mostly mercy.
No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
It's not what you expected. That doesn't mean it's nothing.
There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. Just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
If it were not for you, I would have killed Natalie and called it a good thing. Thank you for showing me what was right when I couldn't see it for myself. There are things that must be said, but not here. I will see you back at Skyhold.
Man, these characters, the inner party quests are so good. Ugh.
Inquisitor. Grand Cleric Victoire has offered the Ambassador support for the Inquisition.
Ah, Natalie is as persuasive as ever.
I'm told that Ambassador Montillier is pleased with the restraint you showed in Valence.
She's positively beside herself. I will never hear the end of it. Niceness before knives, Liliana. Haven't I always told you?
Will that be all, my lady?
For now.
How have you been feeling since Valence?
Good. Wonderful. Valence was something of a rebirth for me. If you hadn't been with me at Valence, I would have killed Natalie. I'd have told you that I didn't have a choice. But there is always a choice. I am more than this. I am more than what Justinia made me.
What does this mean for my Inquisition? Will you still be my spy master?
Of course. I would not give up my post. Not after everything we've built. I just know now that I shouldn't ignore my heart. Mercy is not always a weakness.
Do you resent Justinia for what she did?
How can I when there is so much between us? When she gave her life for peace? No, I believe her intentions were pure. Most intentions are.
You've exceeded her. She could never have imagined the power you now hold.
And now I will know how to use that power wisely. I have to stay true to who I really am, before a spy master, left hand or bard. I almost lost myself. So if we kill Corypheus, he has the power to move from one tainted creature into another? What we will learn next? That he can command the sun to rise or the seas to burn?
No matter how powerful he is, there's a way to defeat him. And we'll find it.
I hope you're right. I have researchers scouring the Temple of Mythol as we speak. I hope that their search turns up something we can use. Ancient magic, perhaps. Something even Corypheus missed. Anything to give us an edge.
Anything I should know?
Having the Templars join... The people trust the Templar.
It's been quite the momentous day, hasn't it, my dear? We should probably give some thought to the very likely possibility that Morrigan will use her new power against us.
I don't think it's likely. I think it's a certainty.
We will need to prepare ourselves, if we can. Circle records have limited information on shapeshifting. There are mentions of counterspells that may prevent mages from transforming or from reverting to their true forms. I have my people researching these spells now. If they have ever been documented, I'll find them. The pieces are nearly in place. We'll soon strike against Corypheus directly. You've done well. I will be proud to fight alongside you when the time comes. My dear, did you need me for something?
What are your thoughts?
Whether Cole is a spirit or a demon is irrelevant.
Wow.
Maker and Lady. Corypheus is taking a lot of them apart.
The Inquisition is on its tail. That thing is a coward, even if it's lots of places.
Wardens and Halim Sharau? They're supposed to be our best. That's what they always said.
That's what the nobles say. Wardens don't say anything. They just go to work.
A lot of good it did them.
Corypheus is able to possess Grey Wardens, or so I hear. Perhaps it's a good thing I'm not a real Warden.
It's a blessing. Warden or not, I'd hate to be on the other side of your blade.
Going up against a Darkspawn, and the last thing you want is a Grey Warden. Funny how these things happen.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Varric's amused at what's happened. He seems to think I'd make a good storyteller myself.
What do you think of my advisors?
Liliana is lonely. That's really all I see. All she has is her work. I pity her sometimes, as odd as that may seem.
What do you...
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a...
What do you think of my advisor?
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
I sure am, buddy. Wait, no, I need to talk to Cullen first.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the beyond. For there is no darkness in the Maker's light, and nothing that he has wrought shall be lost.
A prayer for you.
For those we have lost, and those I am afraid to lose.
I'm glad you haven't lost your faith.
I've questioned it at times, but I found comfort in faith when life offered little. Corypheus will retaliate. It's only a matter of time. We must draw strength wherever we can.
From moments like this, perhaps.
There are fewer of those lately.
There's time now.
Oh no, we're in the garden. Gotta get out of the garden. No. It's wrong door. I feel like there's another door, isn't there, that goes out to the... Maybe it's down on Solus's level. Ah, yes. Here we are.
I do not like having that mirror, Illuvian, in Skyhold. Corypheus may not be able to travel through it, but what if something else can?
I don't think Morrigan would keep it here if that were true.
Yes. Morrigan said as much when I asked her.
Oh?
She said I was unreasonable, then offered to explain how the Illuvian works using words with less than 4 syllables. Ah. The circle had a library. I'm fairly well read, right? Not unreasonable.
Oh, classic.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
Oh, that's funny. Dude got his socks just knocked clean off. Really shouldn't have tried to... Oh.
Will you be coming to the readings? After what happened, I just assumed.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The Archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide.
That's what...
It is still out there, however.
Yes.
I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one.
I would
But
win.
he will come. You will get your chance.
You don't seem concerned about that.
I'm terrified. Yet I have faith in you. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, a valued friend, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
You'll be the next divine, I assume.
That has not happened yet.
But it may.
If the Maker wills it, then yes, I will answer his call. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter. You have come far, my friend. It has been an honor.
I've never been over here, I'm realizing. Just... At least I don't think I have. You can tell they don't expect people to go over here because of the rock textures there.
It's good to see you.
Do you have any advice?
Find Corypheus. And he will come. Whatever mad play the Majesty... I shudder to think what a creature like that could concoct next, given the time.
That's enough for now.
Another
Going well, I hope?
What's been going on?
Dorian's awfully pretty, isn't he?
What's been going on?
Just relaxing. Taking a breath. You need to sometimes to keep sane.
I have to go.
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first? That's easy. We're good at killing shit.
Very good.
Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
It's been an honor, Bull.
Oh, don't get like that. This isn't goodbye. We're kicking this guy's ass.
Absolutely we are.
How you doing?
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking.
Most of the charges are still at the Temple of Mythal. I'm Mr. Crazy Fine.
We'll talk later.
And how much did you need? I refused to sell to him, to his face.
I'll ask around again tomorrow.
Thank you.
Made me feel good.
I'm sorry. Oh wait, no I'm not. It's just the funniest, isn't it? That creaky old Abelas in Mythal saying the elves weren't destroyed by Tevinter.
An admission that did not come easy.
Of course it didn't, because that's elfy elves thing, being the sore losers of history. I never hear the end of it. Like being sad makes them better than me. Turns out they're not victims, they're the same as everyone else. Arseholes. Plus, a big old temple full of demon-worshipping lies. Grand, that.
You seem pretty certain. You don't believe anything from Mythal?
Course not. What, I should believe all that stuff? Because elves? I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
Yeah. Okay, but you can't just assign... The winners rewrite history, it doesn't matter.
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
Yeah, I don't care if you slightly
now
disapprove
you're
that.
stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw.
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird? If that's all it takes, Coryphe's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. You're not even an elf. Why are you being so damned elfy? You're the frigging herald of Andraste.
Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
Ooh. Oh. Ooh. I can't. I have to.
Well, it works for you, so I'm in good company.
Words are dumb. Haven't had an argument yet I can't end with arrows. Let me know when you want me to discuss it with
Of course
Corypha
she
shit.
really likes the fucking banter. Hi, Cole.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't.
That's right.
That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
It's hard for any of us to make sense of. Corypheus is using ancient magic.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not, could I have saved the real Cole?
What happened to him wasn't your fault.
It gnawed at me, hooks in the hollows, pain of not knowing like the knot in his belly. But that is a hurt, and hurts can heal. I can heal. Forget.
Cole? Cole? Are you?
You may still use that name, if you like. I am here to help you.
Oh, I was kind of hoping it would stay nighttime.
He meant to watch forever. He called himself Sorrow.
I'll talk to you later.
Yes.
Alright, is that everybody? Ooh, if I go down in the jail, will I see, the guy that I threw down here?
No one to watch over, your worship. We either have many friends, or you've made short work of enemies.
I think the waterfall is having a hard time rendering the sounds.
You're welcome, you know. You've always been welcome.
I feel nice and calm. You've talked to everyone, everything's going really well. Alright. Let's do this. Let's disrupt it. I'm not sure if this is the final battle or not, but there's still a lot to do. Well, not necessarily, but it's definitely feeling like it's starting to get towards an end here. Who's my final party gonna be?
Magnificent. Oh, suddenly, it all makes sense. I now understand the nuance behind elven words. The ancient lore reveals patterns I would never have suspected. 'Tis exhilarating, the rush of images. Truth dangling just out of reach.
Tell me more.
Take the Illuvians. It was always assumed their use was lost after the Tevinter conquest of Arlathan. But the ancient elves had closed all paths to the crossroads long before. They warred with themselves, and the Illuvians were sealed to prevent an enemy from using them to attack. So much is misunderstood. It will take years to absorb, if I get the chance.
I'm pleased I could give you that at least.
I still wait for the other shoe to drop, as they say. But now, all I see are possibilities. None of which has anything to do with why I asked you here, of course. Earlier, I said there was a way to match the power of Corypheus, Inquisitor, and there is. We must summon Mathal.
I'm sorry. Did you say?
Summon Mathal, the elven goddess of justice. Yes. Whatever Mathal was, goddess, myth, or ancient being, the voices of the well say a part of her power lingers on. How, or in what form, I cannot say, but that power is exactly what we need. I must go to an altar in the wilderness to perform the summoning, and you must be with me.
Will the summoning be dangerous?
The altar could have a guardian or other surprises, thus your company would be best. Imagine what we will learn, Inquisitor. Some would give their lives to unearth secrets such as this.
Yeah, me too, man. Altar of Mathal. We'll go with Solus. Sandra. Yeah, this is fine. Maybe I should have brought Dorian. Whatever. It's all the same power level anyway.
This is the place?
It is. Look for an altar, ancient but still standing.
Ooh, yo, we're back here. Alright. Well, this won't be a fight. This is definitely not gonna be a big boss fight.
Do you see it?
It's the only thing in this circle, you fuck.
"'Tis all that remains of the great altar. We few who travel far call to me, and I will come, without mercy, without fear."
Cry havoc in the moonlight. Let the fire of vengeance burn. The cause is clear. A very old invocation. Perfectly translated.
Why, thank you.
Strange that there wasn't an altar like this at Mathal's temple. The temple was a place of justice, but this is different. This was where the elves called to her, spoke to her.
Then one day she disappeared, and there was no one with whom to speak. Your companions will need to go elsewhere. Not to worry, if there is shouting, they will hear it readily enough.
Ooh.
You know who I am. From High Priest to High Priest, I am the last to drink of sorrows. Come to us, Mathal. Whatever you are, whatever remains, I invoke your name and your power. Mother.
Oh.
Mother?
Of course.
Now, isn't this a surprise?
Plymouth.
So this is Mythal.
She is a deceiving witch!
Now, that's quite enough of that.
What have you done to me?
I have done nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
Then you are Mythal?
I'm supposed to believe that you're some kind of god?
Clearly not the sort you had in mind, hmm?
I do not understand. How can you be Mythal?
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
Everything ties back to fucking Plymouth. So we kill her, then bring her back in Dragon Age 2. Fuck. God, what a bitch.
Then you carry Mythal inside you?
She is a part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest. You hear the voices of the well, girl. What do they say?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. A herald indeed, shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
Christ.
Then you're Mythal and Morrigan's mother.
As well as a witch who prolongs her unnatural life by possessing the bodies of her daughters.
Yep.
That's what you believe, is it?
I found your grimoire, and I am no fool, old woman.
Yet here you stand, bound into my service. My daughter ran from me long ago. I've let her be, until now, it seems.
If Mythal is within you, why not reveal yourself?
And to
Hey,
whom
at least it's
should
not
I
me.
reveal myself?
To the elves, to everyone.
I knew the hearts of men even before Mythal came to me. It is why she came to me. They do not want the truth, and I am but a shadow, lingering in the sun.
Why did Mythal come to you?
For a reckoning that will shake the very heavens.
And you follow her whims. Do you even know what she truly is?
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things happened that were never meant to happen. She was betrayed as I was betrayed, as the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and I will see her avenged! Alas, So long as the music plays, we dance.
Fucking god, dude. My brain.
I know the name Flemeth. It belongs to an ancient Ferelden legend. It says, long ago, you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover, and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal, that's what you spoke of.
One day, someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes, who was that woman? That is how my tale began.
Flemeth appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
We summoned you because we need your help.
Against the Magister who grasps beyond his reach. Yes, I know. The voices did not lie, Morrigan. I can help you fight Corypheus. Do you understand, child?
Yes. I think I do. Wait!
I wish to see who drank from the Well of Sorrows. It has been a very long time. Imagine my surprise to discover it was you.
And that is all?
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me.
All things considered, Inquisitor, I now wish you had drunk from the well.
Will you be all right?
I am uncertain. What she said is true, at least. I have the answer to your problem. I can match the Archdemon's power when the time comes. All that remains is for you to find Corypheus.
Well, Morrigan can turn into a dragon now. That's like, there's no doubt about that, right? That's gotta be it. Fucking shit. Fucking... Oh my god. Oh, now I gotta go talk to everybody again. Dude. Man, it's so sad that there was so much to slog through in order to get here, but this is making it worth it. Absolutely. No question. I would mod the game. Ugh. Fuck. And this is on a file that I don't have much attachment
what do you need,
to.
my friend?
Anything?
Do you have any advice?
Nothing I can think of.
That's
Another...
Should probably go talk to Morrigan. Fuck. Dude. Plymouth, what a
Good to see you,
what a
boss.
bitch.
See you later.
What a bitch.
Inquisitor.
She shows up every fucking where all the time.
Love seeing you, yeah?
I'll be back if I...
Thank you.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
I'll talk to you later.
The Inquisitor.
Dude, what a reveal.
Holding, sir.
I'm still reeling.
Inquisitor?
That's all for now.
God, fuck.
Good afternoon.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Oh, oops.
My friend.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
This is fine.
The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
Yep, never.
I should go.
Try not.
I love this glitch.
Morrigan seems pleased with herself for some reason. That smug face. She becomes more and more like her mother each day. Don't tell her I said that.
I'll leave you to your work.
Here is the request Harriet made.
I will see he gets it. My dear, did you need me for something?
What can I do for you, your inquisitorialness?
Carry on.
Your worship.
Blackwall's not gonna have anything to say, I think, so I'm just gonna skip that. Oh my god.
Mother must be very pleased. If I see her again, I will have no choice but to do every single thing she commands. I feel certain what happened at the Temple of Mythal must somehow have been her influence.
Perhaps she's influenced more than just what happened at the temple.
With Corypheus, you mean?
He does have that elven orb.
Which he had to acquire somewhere. Yes, I see. 'Tis hard to imagine her motivation for doing so. Then again, everything about her is hard to imagine. I suppose we have little choice but to proceed and be thankful she assisted us at all.
Do you trust what Flemeth told us?
About what she is? I am uncertain. I knew there was more to her than I realized, that she was not truly human. This? I once found her grimoire, and that was where I learned her immortality was gained by stealing the bodies of her daughters. Flemeth claims I misunderstood. It is not forced on the unwilling. Meaning I might agree to such a thing? Impossible, yet there seemed an undeniable sense of truth to the things she told us. All my years spent hunting for arcane mysteries, and the greatest was the one I left behind.
The greatest mystery always is the one that you leave behind on the shelf.
So what do you intend to do now?
Once Corypheus is defeated, I will undoubtedly move on. Where I will go is uncertain. I must consider the fact that Flemeth may yet have...
Oh, I'm
plans
sure
for
she
me.
does.
I am, after all, her servant. Such a delight. Yet we must now consider the coming battle. I hope all I learned from the well proves worthwhile.
I'd like to know more about you.
If you have questions, then ask.
I leave you to the garden.
Fuck, that makes that decision between Morrigan and myself drinking the water way, way larger. Fucking Christ, dude. Because if Flemeth has me, then she has control over the whole thing. But it's never, like, certain that she's incredibly evil. But it's just, fucking God, dude.
Everything's in place. Corypheus now waits on you to approach the Temple of Sacred Ashes. Still, do be careful, please. A pleasure.
I thought we might go somewhere a little more private for a while.
I have so much to do, but... Oh, let's do. After you.
One more time. For good luck, you know? Because something tells me we're finishing the main game right now.
Your worship.
Although there is a DLC. Although I'm not sure if that'll play out in the exact same way as the Awakening DLC for Origins. I completely skipped whatever Dragon Age 2 had to offer, I think. Which, to be fair, would have given backstory about Corypheus, it sounds like, and then that would have been a whole thing. But, you know, it's fine. Dragon Age 2 was miserable. Good, but miserable. Alright, let's go. That's fine. Some content may not be available. Let's do it. Absolutely.
Did you find what you need, Morrigan?
I can match the Darkspawn Magister's dragon. Yes. As for matching Corypheus, that is up to you, Inquisitor.
I'm eager to try.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
Oh. I guess I'll just find out. Oh, no, never mind. Big event is happening.
It seems Corypheus is not content to wait.
He's in the Valley of Sacred Ashes.
You either close the breach once more, or it swallows the world.
But that's madness. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
I must go now, before it's too late.
I could pick the original crew here, but I want to bring Iron Bull along because I like him. So we'll do Cassandra, Solus, and Iron Bull. Just because Cassandra's been with us the whole way. I do like Averic, but like the guy needs to not die. So Solus is my healer. Healer equivalent, so I can't exactly get rid of him.
Tell me, where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist.
I am Corypheus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish.
Hell yeah.
It ends here, Corypheus.
And so it shall.
Whoa. No, Scout Harding. Holy shit. Oh my god. It's Tears of the Kingdom.
You have been most successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place at the wrong time, an interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
I didn't come here to become a god, Corypheus.
Yeah! I knew it. Fucking, I mean, not that it was not obvious, but yeah.
A dragon! How clever of you! It will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will.
Oh, good. He has a lot of health. That means this isn't gonna be an instant victory. Oh, come on. Oh, and he can barrier himself? Great. Amazing. Lovely.
I shall sear you from the very heavens. You think
I
to
really
best
shouldn't do
me,
stuff like
a
that.
runted dirt worshipper? Your people have ever been the sand beneath Tafinta heels. If you desire death, you shall have it.
Where'd he go? Oh, there you are. Dude, this music is a vibe. Oh, hell yes.
I shall sear you from the very heavens.
Go, Morrigan, go. Oh. That's not good. Uh-oh. Although she did get the dragon grounded, which I guess was what the plan was, but don't like that head wound. She better fucking not be dead. Not after all that shit she's put us through. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, thousands of damage. Dragon murder. Ooh. Yes! Yeah! Kill it. Kill him. There goes his soul.
Let it end here! Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder!
Well, if you'd stop fucking running away, then I guess.
Grant me power to finish this last rite.
We haven't used any healing potions yet. Or rather, we used one, but I think there was like 1 or 2 uses during that first initial Gryphius fight, but now, nah.
The breach is getting bigger!
It will endanger the world. We must stop this.
What the hell? So much for not using any pods. What an epic final fight. Oh, we're not dealing the final blow. Nope, not yet.
Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Dumat, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now.
My orb. Yeah, that's right. This my ball. Oh. Did I close it or did I just start the process?
You wanted into the Fade?
Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh.
Solus?
The orb.
I know you wanted the orb saved. I'm so sorry.
It is not your fault.
There's more, isn't there?
It was not supposed to happen this way. No matter what comes, I want you to know you shall always have my respect.
Inquisitor, are you alive?
Don't like the way I don't like the way Solus is saying that.
Victorious, I see. What a novel result.
Something
and
doesn't
it seems
feel
the
right.
breach is finally closed.
Either that or Solus is just being ominous.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
Okay, no, we're fine.
We go back to Skyhold.
That's the theme. They're playing the theme song. Ooh. Yeah. Credits? Yes, and we get... Oh, wait, no, cutscene still. Oh yeah, and the after story, too. Aww.
A moment, my lord. My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished. If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
Why would he just leave? Something must be wrong.
You said he was upset about the orb.
That can't be the only reason.
Now that Corypheus has been defeated, we have a moment to stop and celebrate. Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
The fighting's over. Why do they want to meet me now?
You're joking, yes? They wish to bask in the glory of your victory, hoping that some of it will rub off on them. Everyone knows Empress Celine owes you her life and her throne. 1,000 problems remain, and your opinion will be sought on each one, whether you wish to give it or not.
I don't see what the fuss is about. Corypheus needed to be stopped.
And you are the one who stopped him. Previously, you were an upstart, a dwarf of all things, leading rebels and heretics. Until Corypheus revealed himself, they could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A magister and a darkspawn in one creature, the ultimate evil. Now you are the only power left standing. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
Thanks, very comforting talk. I'm real comforted right now. Retire to my quarters, but I gotta talk to everybody first.
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe?
Corypheus is definitely gone. I was there.
You should hear the stories they're telling in the barracks. The pride in their voices. Some of the soldiers have requested leave to return home, but many would follow us still. You are proof that the Inquisition has made a difference, and that we will continue to do so.
Our soldiers put their trust in you, Cullen. I appreciate everything you've done.
I should be thanking you. You gave me a chance to prove myself. In your place, I'm not sure I would have done the same. I should let you mingle. I'm sure everyone desires your attention. Enjoy the party, Inquisitor.
Oh, I'm England. Oh, you let me open the door. Alright, so Cullen, Black Wall.
Help stop an ancient Magister Darkspawn. Not every Warden recruit gets to say that. Thanks to you, I do.
We couldn't have done it without you.
You've done enough for me. Forget the flattery. So now that you've saved the world, what's next? Hoping to put it all back together?
Someone has to fix things. Might as well be me.
If anyone can do it, you can. If you ever need my help, you know where to find me. I'll be ready.
I've been starting to think about putting all this into a book.
Of course you have.
This shit is weird. The Inquisitor Kadash story strike you? It's a working title.
I'm glad you've gone back to writing.
Well, nothing's certain until it's in print. I still haven't decided if I should do this book. As if anyone will believe this story if I tell it. Not to mention, I'll have my hands full with reconstruction and relief efforts in the free marches as soon as I get back.
You should write the book.
I'll see what I can do once I get home. I'm not leaving for a while yet, though. We'll have to get in at least one game of Wicked Grace before I go. Curly needs to win back some of his dignity.
Yeah.
That was the Tevinterest Vint in the history of all Vints. The original mold from which subsequent Vints were cast. And I got to help kick the shit out of him. Good times, boss. Good times.
Oh.
There's no one I would have rather had at my side, Bull.
Same here. I got to kill another dragon and fight a Vint. Those poor bastards on the ground had demons. It's weird. I joined the Inquisition under orders from the Ben Hathrath and stayed because Corypheus was an asshole. Now that it's done, I've got no orders. For the first time in my life, I can go wherever I want.
Got anywhere in mind?
If it's all the same with you, I'm pretty good right here. Anyway, the only place I'm going tonight is back for more drinks. To us, being alive, and the bad guys not. Anan.
Based as always. Hey Cole, how's it going?
they're all happy. There's still fear. But you helped them all. You healed what was hurt. They don't want to forget what happened, even if it gives them nightmares. It would hurt less, but it matters to them.
The fear reminds people of what they fought for. It gives the victory significance.
It's part of being people. I know. I don't understand, but they need it. I think I could return to the Fade if I tried. I'm light enough to slip through, but I'd like to stay and help for a while, if that's all right. I can still help people here.
For tonight, we remind the world and each other that we're alive.
Yes. Because of you. Thank you for letting me stay.
Finally got a party, yeah? A bit of fun for saving the world. It's the least Andraste's herald deserves for making things normal again. Except for, you know, everything ever again. I mean, is this for us or for her? Or, you know, him? Because I was there and I still don't know what's real.
Couldn't it be his will and our effort? Perhaps miracles need a little help.
Well, what's the friggin' point of them then? Ugh, you sound like a sister. I guess you'd know by this point. Seems like you did it right, mostly. Still some things to do yet, right? Because I'm in no hurry to go back to Valrio. That's where I was. You mind if people still stay around? Or whatever?
I could use the company, because this doesn't seem like it'll end.
Oh, poor leader of everything. All right, enough of that. Is this a party or what? Raise them for winning! Big freaking heroes, Inquisitor. All of us.
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me and squealed. Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything. Such a mess. She was completely breathless. You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you? I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me. This is your influence.
That's what happens when you're a hero.
Is that so? Must be why it's so unfamiliar. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good Tevinter. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that. He spat when we first met. I hope my father hears. He will shit his small clothes from shock, I swear.
You're an example of how noble Tevinter could be.
For Southerners, maybe. Back home, they'll be rolling their eyes behind their fans. Meanwhile, they'll conveniently forget the bastards who wanted Corypheus ruling us all. I've decided to stay with the Inquisition. For now.
You will?
Tevinter lacks the presence of my best and only friend. It'll keep.
Yeah, him and Iron Bull.
Ugh, I should never have hired a new caterer so late. Leave it be, Josie. Everything's fine. It is not! I'm so sorry. Nothing's quite as it should be. Do you like the drinks? I'm not sure about them.
The drinks are fine. It's been a wonderful evening.
I hope you're not just saying that. You're not, are you? What a disaster. Somebody was late. The invitations to our guests barely went out at all. And it was so wonderful to prepare for a small banquet instead of the end of the world. Do you know what everyone is talking about tonight, from commoners to kings? Us. Dedas is discussing the successor of the Inquisition.
You played no small part in our rise to power.
You had a role yourself, if I recall correctly. Truly, we will never forget those we lost. But for tonight, to victory.
Enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four.
I must remember to thank her for the trouble.
She's been craving the cakes from Madame Lucien's shop for months. This celebration gave her the perfect excuse. To you, Inquisitor, for all you've done.
I can't believe it's over. It seemed an impossible task. Defy the Chantry, build the Inquisition from nothing, defeat a creature that would be a god. And yet here we are, celebrating.
So we should be. Defeating Corypheus was no simple task.
He was so confident of his power, he could not conceive of losing.
If he could, he would never have challenged me.
And he would have gone into hiding. Yes, it worked out far better this way. I have news from the sequester. I believe the Chantry intends to name me Divine very soon. It would not have been possible without your support and friendship. It means a great deal to me.
I hope we'll remain friends once you're divine.
That would please me greatly. I think back to how we first met, and here you stand. You are the Inquisitor, a symbol of hope and change to so many. And you are my friend. How did that happen, I wonder? I'm pleased it did. You are a great man, and I will always stand at your side.
So much to do, my dear. Elections for Grand Enchanter must be held, and many of the circles lack even interim First Enchanters. It will take time, and it may not be possible to restore the history that was lost, but we will reinstate the circles. But that will wait. Are you enjoying the celebration? Josephine was in a frenzy arranging it.
As a matter of fact, I am.
This is all for you, darling. Enjoy yourself. You've earned it. Go mingle. The night is still young.
I have indeed mingled. I don't think there's anybody else. Let's double check. Yep. Nope, it looks like I've gotten everybody.
May I join you? I wanted to catch you. The celebrations appear to be winding down with the sunrise. I've never witnessed such a lovely sight.
Nor I.
Sometimes your words are so sweet, they ache.
That's love.
That's you. It's been good to have this celebration, free of what the future holds. Whatever awaits us, my lord, I know only one thing. I would never have you face it alone.
Tis said that Corypheus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself
this is
as a
Flemeth's
god and set
voice.
things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed. Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Empress Celine remains on her golden throne. The civil war is ended, the elven resistance pacified, but it is said Gaspar yet plots his return from exile.
Of course.
How long before the Empress missteps and he raises banners once more? This fear hounds her every move. Fortunately for Celine, her gratitude towards the Inquisition has remained strong. Some claim she clings too tightly to the Alliance. Others know it is all that stands between her and defeat. The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them.
Oh my god.
What becomes of Hawke is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends. Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corypheus, the Chantry names Cassandra as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she immediately enacts reform, a new Templar order, and a new circle of Magi. The Seekers of Truth are rededicated to their purpose of protecting the innocent. A proclamation of support for the Inquisition is issued, recognizing its service to all of Thedas. Despite her popularity, the new Divine's reforms are seen by some as going too far.
Of course.
Those Templars of the Inquisition who were recruited at Therenfall Redoubt are left with a choice. Many follow in the footsteps of Commander Cullen, going through the slow and agonizing process of lyrium withdrawal. This frees many to join the Seekers of Truth under the Divine, a renewed order dedicated to justice for all. And what of the Inquisition itself? It has eyes and ears in every hall. No secrets are beyond its reach, and that knowledge has become the source of its power. I leave Skyhold now,
Oh no, it's Morrigan's
knowing
voice.
that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, he has become a target. They linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand ready.
Yeah. I think I'll just leave the credits rolling like last time.
searching for someone to lead me. Can you guide me to the revolt inside me? Promise surviving the breach. Promise surviving the breach in the sky. Templar igniting fire inside me. Maker remind me, gone are the days of our peace. Now we reside in the great divide. The promise surviving the breach in the sky.
Ooh.
I knew you would come.
Is this DLC stuff, or?
You should not have given your orb to Corypheus, Red Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people, they need me. I am so sorry.
What?
I am sorry as well, old friend.
What the... Huh? Oh my god. Holy shit. Wait, so did it put me back before or gotta save. Holy shit, dude. What? Reveal. She did give the orb to fucking Okay, I have DLC stuff. Ah, fucking oh my god. I think I'm gonna stop here for now though, and then we'll finish the DLC in another episode. Holy shit. That's gonna be it for me then, for now. Christ. Dude, what a game. Alright, I'll see you on the DLC then. Fucking hell.